Keep track of your income and expenses. One of the most powerful tools you can have in managing your finances is a simple yet profound practice: keeping track of your income and expenses. It may sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people go through life without ever really knowing where their money is coming from or where it's going. Whether you're trying to pay off debt, save for a major goal, or simply get your finances in order, understanding your cash flow is absolutely essential. This practice helps you see the full picture, allowing you to make informed decisions, identify areas where you can cut back, and ultimately take control of your financial destiny. By keeping track of your income and expenses, you become a more active participant in your financial journey, and you can start to build a better future $1 at a time. Whether you choose to track your finances digitally with apps or stick to the good old-fashioned method of pen and paper, the key is consistency. When you are intentional about tracking your income and expenses, you're empowered to make better financial decisions and avoid the feeling of being overwhelmed by financial chaos. Understand the importance of tracking your income. Tracking your income is the first step in understanding your financial landscape. For many, income is the primary source of financial stability and freedom, but it's essential to be mindful of exactly how much is coming in each month. You may have a steady paycheck, freelance income, side gigs, or other sources of revenue. And while these amounts may vary, it's crucial to track them all. By doing this, you gain a clearer picture of your overall financial situation. It's not just about knowing how much money you have at the moment. It's about understanding patterns and trends in your income. This awareness allows you to make better financial decisions, like saving for leaner months, planning for taxes, or determining how much extra money you can allocate towards your goals, like paying off debt or building an emergency fund. Tracking income also helps in making sure you're not missing any sources of revenue. You might be earning passive income, like from investments, or even occasional bonuses that might not be immediately visible unless you track them. By seeing all your income sources laid out in front of you, you can identify opportunities to maximize earnings or adjust expectations. For example, if you're depending solely on one income stream, tracking will show you whether diversifying might provide you with more security or greater financial flexibility. Track your expenses for a clearer picture of your spending. Now that you've got your income in check, it's time to take a hard look at your expenses. Expenses are the money that goes out the door, and they are just as important to track as your income. Without an accurate record of where your money is going, it's easy to overestimate your financial health or fail to notice areas where you could be overspending. Tracking your expenses helps you identify patterns in your spending habits and opens your eyes to opportunities for cutting back. For example, you might discover that you're spending more on dining out or subscription services than you thought, which could be an easy area to adjust in order to free up money for other financial goals. The process of tracking expenses might initially feel tedious, but it's one of the most eye-opening things you can do for your financial well-being. Start by breaking down your expenses into categories like rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, entertainment, and miscellaneous purchases. Don't forget about those small, everyday expenses that might seem insignificant, like coffee runs or snack purchases. They add up more than you might realize. Use a budgeting tool, a financial tracking app, or even a simple spreadsheet to capture every penny spent. Create categories and set limits for your spending. Once you've started tracking your expenses, it's time to go one step further and create categories for your spending. The key here is to make sure your categories reflect the realities of your financial life. This means that each expense gets a specific category that makes sense for how you spend your money. Common categories include housing, utilities, food, transportation, entertainment, healthcare, and savings. Each of these categories should have a set limit based on your income and goals. For instance, you might allocate a certain percentage of your income toward groceries or entertainment. And if you go over in one category, you'll know you need to adjust in others. Creating categories and setting limits keeps you accountable and ensures that your spending stays within the confines of what you can realistically afford. Setting spending limits requires an honest assessment of your priorities. If you know you're overspending in one area, like eating out frequently, it's time to set a limit that allows you to reduce those expenses without completely eliminating them. Perhaps you're currently spending more on entertainment than your budget allows, but you can set a lower monthly cap on that category and balance it out by cutting back on other non-essentials. When you track each category and stick to the limits you've set, you begin to take control of your financial life. Use tools to simplify the tracking process. Keeping track of your income and expenses doesn't have to be a daunting task. There are countless tools available to simplify the process and make it more efficient. From mobile apps like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or EveryDollar, to spreadsheet templates, these tools can automatically categorize your expenses, track your spending patterns, and help you set budgets. Using an app or tool also means you can sync your bank accounts and credit cards, making it easier to track every transaction in real time. The beauty of these tools is that they take the guesswork out of budgeting and provide you with instant insights into your financial situation. They make it easier to stay on top of your expenses, so you can adjust your habits as needed without having to sift through receipts or manually record every detail. These tools also offer features that allow you to create financial goals, track your progress, and stay motivated. Many apps provide notifications or alerts when you're nearing your spending limits, or when there's an opportunity to save more based on your habits. Not only do they help you stay on track, but they also provide reports and insights that give you a deeper understanding of your financial health. Review and adjust your budget regularly. Tracking your income and expenses is not a one-time exercise. It's an ongoing process that requires regular attention and adjustment. As life circumstances change, such as a raise in your salary, an unexpected expense, or a change in your financial goals, it's essential to review and adjust your budget to stay on track. Regularly reviewing your financial situation allows you to stay aware of where you stand and to make necessary changes. If your income increases, you might decide to allocate more towards savings or paying down debt. Conversely, if you experience a temporary setback, you can adjust your spending limits to reflect the new reality. By reviewing your finances regularly, you ensure that your budget remains a relevant tool for managing your money and achieving your financial goals. The key to success in budgeting and tracking is flexibility. Life happens, and sometimes we have to adapt our financial plans. For instance, if you experience an unexpected medical emergency or a car repair, you might need to temporarily reallocate funds from other categories to cover these costs. Create a savings strategy. Finally, one of the most important reasons to track your income and expenses is to build a savings strategy. Once you've gained insight into your spending habits and income flow, you can more effectively set aside money for emergencies, retirement, or future goals. Tracking ensures that you have a clear understanding of what you can afford to save each month. It also helps you prioritize savings as a key part of your financial plan. Whether you're saving for a vacation, a home down payment, or an emergency fund, tracking your finances makes it easier to automate and consistently contribute to your savings goals. By knowing where your money is going and where you can cut back, you'll be able to funnel more of your income into savings, setting yourself up for financial security and peace of mind. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For more awesome content, have a nice day and I will see you in the next video.